Hi, my name is Renee, and over the summer, I worked on a project titled The Use of Social Robots in Enhancing Empathy in Autistic Children. My research was done as part of an 8-week summer undergraduate research program at the Chinese University of Hong Kong, and our objective was to design an empathy intervention for autistic children. I had the opportunity to collaborate with 2 other students, which meant our project brought in experiences from Hong Kong, the United Kingdom, United States, and Canada. We first conducted a brief literature review into empathy research and interventions in autistic individuals. The ability to empathize is crucial for social functioning and well-being, but a lack of empathy is often considered one of the core social deficits in autism spectrum disorder, which is a neurodevelopmental disorder. Empathy can be broken down into 3 main portions. First is cognitive empathy, referring to emotion recognition and understanding another's feelings. Next is affective empathy, which is the ability to resonate and parallel the emotions of another individual. And lastly, the prosocial behaviors in response to the other person's emotional expressions. Deficits in cognitive empathy especially have been found consistently in studies of empathetic traits in autistic individuals throughout development. Why social robots? In line with the intense world theory, intense sensory processing caused by facial expressions may lead to overstimulation and distraction in autistic people due to heightened reactivity caused by their unique brain functioning. Along with the social motivation theory that states individuals with autism lack interest in responding to social stimuli, they may be less responsive to human therapists. In that regard, robots can offer a more structured learning environment to help focus on relevant stimuli and reduce social anxiety from socio-emotional expectations. Human-based interventions can also incur high costs to families, and robots can provide more timely and affordable interventions. This project aims to examine the effectiveness of robot-based intervention in enhancing empathetic communication in young autistic children with that of the content-matched human-based intervention. We will be testing 2 hypotheses. The first, that autistic children in the robot-based intervention group will have better cognitive and affective empathy and prosocial behaviors than those in the human-based intervention. And 2, autistic children in the robot-based intervention will be more likely to have their learning outcomes maintained 1 month after intervention than those in the human-based intervention. We developed the following intervention design. The eligibility of participants will be based on the following criteria. Children aged 6 to 8 diagnosed as being on the autism spectrum and speaking Cantonese as their native language. Children with significant developmental challenges are excluded. All participants will receive the autism assessment using the ADOS-2. The intervention will be based on training sessions using emotional dramas. Dramas help children with autism develop temporal representation and how a story is linked, as well as encourage pretend play behaviors. We worked on creating 6 scripts for 8 different emotions for a total of 48 scripts, all written in Chinese. The current intervention will only focus on the above 4 basic emotions. The robot intervention group will watch the dramas performed by the social robots, while the human group will watch a pre-recorded video of 2 humans performing the same dramas. Each script consists of an assessment section with 3 lines of dialogue and a good and bad demonstration with 6 lines each. On the right is a translation of a script demonstrating the emotion happy. After watching the drama, the human experimenter will ask the children the following 4 questions and will immediately provide the correct answers. Through these dramas and interactions with the questions, the intervention hopes to improve all 3 areas of empathy in the participants. We will be using the Chinese translation of Reef and colleagues' parent report empathy questionnaire for the pre, post, and delayed post-intervention assessments. The children will also be assessed based on their responses to the dramas and the follow-up questions. The study is currently ongoing in Hong Kong and hopes to address the effectiveness of robot-based interventions in teaching children with autism social and communication skills like empathy. I would like to acknowledge the University of Calgary's study abroad for the international research opportunity, as well as the undergraduate international research grant that facilitated my exchange. I would also like to thank Professor Catherine So for involving me in this research project. Thank you, and here are my references.